I'm really loving the fact that the Nintendo Switch seems to have a lot of third-party and low-cost options available for it. And with the JYS Wireless Pro Controller, I think I might have found one of the best accessories. Retailing for between 20 and 25 bucks, the JYS Pro Controller comes with the controller unit itself, a set of instructions, and a USB Type-C cable. When compared to a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, the JYS controller has the aesthetics more akin to, let's say, a PS4 controller, but is extremely comfortable to hold in your hands. It has a similar button setup as the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller with the inclusion of turbo functionality. While playing with it, the first thing I noticed is that the analog sticks are actually good. That always seems to be a big issue with these third-party budget devices. They normally cheap out on the analog sticks, and there's a lot of dead zones. This one felt great. Having full gyro support, the JYS gamepad was really spot on. No matter where I sat, the gyro controls were dead accurate, which is a huge plus. For me, I always feel what a good measure of button quality for a controller is the fast pace of a fighting game, and the JYS Pro Controller passed with flying colors. I actually liked the way the D-pad felt better than the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and the buttons were really solid. No shallow presses. As soon as I pressed the button, the input was recognized almost immediately with zero latency. So the JYS Wireless Pro Controller for the Nintendo Switch. Aesthetically, it might not be as pretty as the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, but when it comes to functionality, they're virtually identical. This is probably the best third-party Pro Controller that I've tried thus far. And at that price point, it's perfect if you want to use as your main controller or just to have as a secondary controller when someone comes around and wants to play, without sacrificing any of the functionality of the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller or the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. If you're interested in the JYS Pro Controller, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Until next time, this is Ness, signing out.